I was walking down the street, feeling kind of neat, when the wind came out your butt and blew my wig off. Oh, it was a sight to see, my hair flying in the breeze, 'cause the wind came out your butt and blew my wig off. People started laughing, they couldn't believe their eyes as my wig flew through the sky. Oh, what a surprise. I tried to catch it, but it slipped right through my hands, 'cause the wind came out your butt and now it's somewhere in the land. Oh, wind came out your butt and blew my wig off. Baby, you drive like shit. Did you see the car that you almost hit? I'd rather take the bus instead. Riding with you, I'm gonna end up dead. Don't ask me if I need a lift. Baby, you drive like shit. She just ran through, always stop. I ain't trying to get stopped by the cops. Baby, why the hell did I let you drive? It's a miracle that you're still alive. Don't ask me if I need a lift. Baby, you drive like shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look out, my girl is driving. Watch out, my girl drives like shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. My girl is driving. Watch out, my girl drives like shit. Man, ain't over. Heard you think you're tough. Gotta let you know I will fuck you up. I whoop that ass, talking all that shit, spank that ass till you tap like a bitch. No, I ain't playing, I'm here to kick ass. Whoop that ass, it's time to punch face. I'm the one who brings you pain in the ring. I whoop that ass until the bell rings. Already know that I do not play. Throw a punch like I'm cutting down hay. I whoop that ass every single night. Spank that ass till they stop the fight. I'll tell you the story of a man, a radioactive tip in his hand grew 10 times his normal size to help him get his money on time. He knew if a bitch was telling a lie, which was 100% of the time. Superpowers to make a bitch listen, thinking her naked with sex-ray vision. Sweep a police station in a single bound, slapping bitches down to the fucking ground. His name was famous across the land. They called him the pimp named Superhand. Oh shit, yeah, the pimp named Superhand. He had powers no other pimp had. Oh fuck yeah, pimp named Superhand. That motherfucker was super bad. Asking for dinner ain't asking for much. You had one job and still fucked it up. Sometimes you gotta learn respect. I use my pimp hand to correct. It's called a big slap, slap. Come get your face clapped. hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other. No, before you come asking Mr. Muhammad, does he teach hate? You should ask yourself, who taught you to hate being what God made you?
Welcome back in the building one more again. I'm your host, Sweet for Justice, here where we live, love, and laugh, and conquer police brutality. And on tonight, we are in Kentucky, and we have a man that's at work, minding his business, doing his daily job, and an officer runs up on him with no warrant, no probable cause, no probable reason or valid reason, and just attack. So sit back, relax, get your popcorn, get your wine, get whatever you may need, and let's jump on the topic. Smash that thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it as you come in, enter the building, and I definitely thank you for your support.
Back in February of 2025, I published a short video featuring John, when Deputy Schneider of the Trigg County Sheriff's Office appeared on his road to talk to him about where his vehicles were parked.
Call 911.
At the time, we only had the video that John and his friend recorded, showing John telling Sergeant Schneider to get off his property.
You're trespassing. I'm asking you to leave. I am talking to you.
The last information we had was that he was arrested during the incident.
You can't be disorderly in private, you fucking idiot.
I've been speaking with John, and now we finally have the body cam footage. For those unfamiliar, Axon body cameras continuously buffer video without audio while in standby mode. When the record button is depressed, the device automatically saves the previous 30 seconds of silent video, followed by footage with both video and audio. When we receive videos, they appear like this, with the first 30 seconds being void of any sound, until you see the officer press the button. The reason this is important is because the videos that John was given are alleged to have been edited by the agency prior to their release. This is significant because these videos are considered to be exculpatory evidence, and John is still facing charges for the following interaction. The video is edited to begin at the tail end of a phone call between Sergeant Schneider and John's neighbor.
Now, it'd be different if there was a fence here or something, but yeah. So,
Okay.
not a problem, but I'll go down and talk to him and see what's going on. All right, thank you, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
As Sergeant Schneider exits his cruiser, he says,
All right. Y'all might not talk cops.
indicating that they spoke prior to the phone call that was edited out of this footage.
Y'all might not talk cops, but whose vehicles are those on top of the hill?
Black gas.
The black Dodge?
Yep.
Okay. Where they're parked, the homeowner is not happy. That's her property. And it's also, you said you don't want to talk.
Okay, hold on. I'm
So,
property owner.
okay. So the problem is the HOA. Then now you're going to talk to the police.
Hey, you didn't even introduce yourself.
I don't have to. It says Trigg County Sheriff right there.
What's your name and badge number?
My badge number is 206. Sergeant
Name?
Schneider. So
Perfect.
those cars up there are right now parked on a young lady's property.
Okay.
So I explained to her to have those vehicles towed. So she or the HOA president we'll be having those towed if they are left there.
No
So I'm just
HOA.
wondering-
It's in the deed
well,
that we have
anyways,
to park in the
You
cul-de-sac.
keep screaming at
On
me. You're
the
going to go with
deed,
me.
I have a hearing issue.
John had purchased the land to build a home and drove from Wisconsin to start construction. The vehicles are parked on the edge of John's property. However, the last couple feet of an RV appeared to be over the property line. This should have been a simple fix. Tell John to move the RV and kick rocks. Instead, Sergeant Schneider decided to pick a fight because the men wouldn't speak with him earlier.
You keep
It's on
screaming.
my deed. You're trespassing. I'm asking you to leave.
I am talking to you.
Get off my property.
Now you don't have to scream.
All right, so we see that the RVs, the trucks that this man got going on, his name is John, is on another person's property. So there's a line between his private property where he's working at and another homeowner's property. So she called the police out there. The other homeowner called the folks out there about him moving his trucks and RVs that's on, she say, her property line. And the man is saying, hey, I have the deed, it's showing that this is my property line. So it sounds more like a civil matter that really the police don't get involved with. It's not a criminal activity for an officer to even roll up on the scene at all. We know these people, right? Because if another homeowner or an individual has an issue with someone having their possessions on their own property line, on their property line, then you go down to the courthouse and you file motions, you file in documents to take that person to court, right? But the officer don't have a right to come out there and tell you move this and move that. Okay? Because this man is on his own private property. That's not a criminal activity. Now she can call the police out there, the other homeowner who actually called the folks, she can call out there to file a report, to use it to file her petition or her complaints to take further action, legal action. In other words, you got to take folks to court. This is more of a civil matter. All right. But there's no crime being committed. So this is what's going down in the narrative, in the storyline. And let's jump on what happens from here. Y'all smash the like button, share your thoughts, come on in, participate. I appreciate your activity in the chat. We can dialogue, we can chit chat, we can converse about the situation. We are on police brutality tonight in the state of Kentucky. We're on police brutality fact check as usual on the police's conduct, and do they abide by the law that they have the badge to represent. That's what it's all about. And are they serving the public what they're required to do, or are they violating our rights? So this is what we're on tonight, and you all jump on in with me. Appreciate you out there. Shout out to my subscribers and shout out to Georgia Tech. Much love.
Get off my property.
Now,
Get off my property.
keep screaming. You're going
Get off. I'm not in public.
Yes, you're out in public. Put your hands behind
I'm
your
in
back.
private.
Put your hands behind
Yeah,
your back.
record this.
Put your hands behind your back.
This is Johnny. Excessive force.
Johnny, just calm down, buddy.
Excessive
Release
force.
your hands.
Just calm down.
I am not resisting.
I said release your
Deputy
hands.
Snyder, you just trespassed. Those are on too tight.
Come on. Let's go.
I'm disabled, sir.
Walk.
I am disabled.
You can walk a straight
I
line.
need to focus where I'm stepping. I have a hip replacement.
Then step.
Excessive force.
Step.
Excessive force.
Step.
Call your supervisor.
I am my supervisor.
Call your supervisor. This is fucking ridiculous. Call 911. Matt,
Now,
this is
you're going to roll to your right
this
hip.
is fucking nuts.
Now, pull that again.
Tiring. Go
Pull
yourself.
that leg in.
Stand in silence.
Johnny, come on, man.
He
Just
just trespassed.
come
What
on.
do you need?
Get up.
You gotta.
I said-
I'm disabled.
I told you.
I'm disabled. I have
Take
two
that
bad
right
hips.
bill.
All right, so this man comes out and says, for you to get off my property. This is private property. Sir, you don't have no warrant. You don't have no legal rights or grounds to be here. I don't give a damn who called you and who said what. I'm out here on my own property doing my own job, minding my own damn business. And I'm asking you to leave. Now, this man's claimed that he's disabled, and the officer pulls out a taser. He pulls out a taser. So we see violation all across the board right now. Right, people? And then the officer is saying disorderly conduct for what? How is my behavior out of control when you address me behind hearsay? Instead of getting papers properly served saying that my belongings is on somebody else's private property legally. That's how that goes. There's an order and decree that you're not abiding by. You know what's up. You know what time it is. So y'all, I cover this on all angles because yes, my people are the number one target. My people, right? My people, we're the number one target. We know this, but they do it to their own people as well. Hate and discrimination don't have a color, a gender, a status. And the difference is when they do it to their people, it's kept hush hush, swept up under the rug. All right. And when it happens to my people, they unalive us. And it's plastered all over the news, all on social media, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, right? It's plastered, put on full blast, but they do it to their own. So I cover this from all angles, right? Because the goal is to attack abuse of authority, police brutality. That's the goal. All right, and my cause. So share your thoughts, and we're going to continue to jump on this subject.
I just had spine
Stop,
injections.
yes. That right heel, bring it up.
I can do my left one. My right?
Then bring it up. Turn to your left to your knees.
Okay.
Get on your knees.
Let's calm down for a second.
Now,
This really hurts my
then
right.
step up.
I have bad hips, sir.
Step up.
Can I help you, sir?
Will somebody assist me?
Can I help you?
Get up.
Please.
Just
You will walk
I'm
around over
begging
there
you
just
to-
fine.
I can walk fine. I'm not walking right
Step up.
now. He
Step up.
knows.
where do you want me to grab
Grab this right here.
Yes.
Now, step
Better
up.
hug me, Matt. Thank you. My back has
There
been
we
out
go.
excessive force. Am I
What's your
under
call?
arrest or under detained?
You're under arrest.
Okay, for what? What reasonable, articulable, record,
Face the
Matt.
car.
What reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime did I commit? Call your supervisor.
I am my supervisor.
Call your.
So you are your supervisor. You are your supervisor. No, sir, you have a superior over you. You have a superior to answer to. So the man is requesting your superior supervisor to come on the scene, and you're refusing. So that's violation number 2. And we know that's a lie. Like he say, who the hell gave you a badge? It's a power trip. It's abuse of power. And we got to divide and conquer. It's an ego trip. I'm going to consistently drill it into our heads. This is an ego trip. We know this, right? So that's what's going down in the moment. And basically, he went out there to attack. Now, he said in the very beginning that the man was hollering at him. But dude was like, I have a hearing problem. I do have disability issues. Whether he got a hearing problem or not, hollering is not a crime. That's no reason or place for you to put your hands on nobody. No reason at all. So this is a problem that has to be addressed. All right. So we're going to continue to do dialogue and jump on top of commentary.
I want the sheriff out here right now. Matt, call 911, get the sheriff out here. Excessive force committed no crime. Absolutely no crime.
Step.
What is my crime?
Step.
Okay, I
I
have to
told you
prove
disorderly.
it. In public? In private?
Step up.
You can't be disorderly in private, you fucking idiot.
Johnny, just
Punch me in
calm.
my face now.
Johnny, just
You
calm down,
fucking
buddy.
idiot.
Sir, how long do I have to move my car?
Huh?
How long do I have to move my car?
She's calling a tow truck. It's up to you.
Don't stop.
Not on anybody's property.
In private
Bring it down here.
property. You
Cameo.
trespass, you motherfucker. You're on too tight. This is excessive force. You're bad lawn, you fucking piece of trash. You fucking trespass, you fucking idiot. You fucking walked onto my property with no crime committed. A parking infraction? Are you fucking kidding me? Fucking idiot. Your fucking badge is toast. These are on way too tight. Excessive force. He fucking rolled me to the ground. Trespassed on my fucking property. What a fucking piece of tyrant trash. Scotch from Nazi fucking Germany. Trash. I don't have my seatbelt on. Body camera. I don't have my seatbelt on. These fucking cops are way fucking tight. For what? For a fucking truck parked in the road? You fucking tyrant fucking piece of trash. You don't like freedom of speech, do you? You don't like fucking my 5th Amendment, my 4th Amendment, 2nd Amendment, 1st Amendment, freedom of speech, freedom of press. You didn't like that too much, did you? Oh, now you're talking. You're under arrest. For what? You never suspected me of a crime, you fucking tyrant German fucking piece of trash.
Just sit back and enjoy your ride.
Fucking for nothing. I'll fucking be out in an hour.
Just sit back and enjoy your ride. Oh, for real though. But you're charging this man with disorderly conduct. How is somebody at work, working, minding their business, being disorderly? Then you allow the other property owner, the lady who called you, to call the tow truck to get his cars towed out there. Well, how do you know if you ain't seen no legal documents? You didn't even ask this man for his deed. You didn't ask the other person for her paperwork to show the property lines, right? To prove if it was on her property or not. But now you're getting his vehicles, his RVs towed. Now you're getting them towed. You're allowing her to do that. But you know why he didn't ask for their paperwork to prove who property line that the RVs are on? Because legally he cannot do that. He doesn't have the authority to do so. She has to go down there and file steps to the courthouse. Civil suit, civilly, for him to be served, or they can tow or fine. Right? We know the law. So you taking matters into your own hands, man, and you think nothing is supposed to be done about it. So who gave you a badge? And exactly. You don't like freedom of speech. You don't like for people to live their rights. You don't like. You love injustice. You love inequality. You love corruption, right? Because that's what we see here. Okay, so we're going to keep jumping on in a little bit deeper and see how this goes down and end, what the results turn out to be.
Your fucking badge will be gone in 12 months. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. No crime fucking committed. Can't disturb the peace in private, you piece of shit. Fucking idiot. Welcome to fucking Nazi Germany. Who the fuck gave you a badge? You're gonna tase me? Because I'm fucking fucking disabled and couldn't roll over? You fucking piece of trash.
While transporting John to jail, Sergeant Snyder made it clear that he doesn't actually understand the law he was enforcing, specifically the elements of disorderly conduct.
Disorderly.
So the officer says he don't even get the law that he was enforcing. What kind of crap is this? Right? So you're saying you don't understand the law, but you're an officer. So exactly, man, who the hell gave this dude a badge? Like, this got to be some kind of joke. That's what I see. What do you see, folks? Let's talk about it. Talk about it. Share your thoughts.
What was my disorderly?
How many times you want me to tell you?
What was my disorderly?
Disorderly conduct.
What was it?
That's exactly what it is. Doesn't matter if you're on private property.
Public, you idiot. Read the statute to me.
Well, you need to understand that
Read
you
it,
are
read the
out in
statute.
public.
Take your time, read it.
You don't have to.
It ain't got, this charge ain't gonna fly. You're gonna look like a fucking idiot.
John was taken to jail and charged with disorderly conduct and resisting arrest, despite his conduct failing to meet the statutory elements of either offense. Under Kentucky revised statutes, a person is guilty of disorderly conduct only when they, quote, intentionally cause public inconvenience, annoyance, or alarm by one
All right, so we see. Let's go down the line, folks. We're going to always bring in the law and have what's in writing at hand. Disorderly conduct in the second degree, as the narrator says. A person is guilty of disorderly conduct in the second degree when in a public place with intent to cause public inconvenience, annoyance, or alarm, right? In a public place, this man was on private property. He was on his own property, his own private property. So that's a private area, a private place, not in public, all right? Engages in a fight or in violence, this man's at work. Doing threatening behavior, makes unreasonable noise. Unreasonable noises, you know, being eruptive or disruptive in some shape, form, or fashion. Refuse to obey an official order to disperse issue to a maintain public safety or dangerous proximity to a fire hazard or other emergencies. So in other words, causing or can incite danger to others or themselves, right? Creates a hazardous or physically offensive condition by any act that serves no legitimate purpose. This man was just what we saw, working, minding his business. So it goes to show you the police is full of it. They're full of it. It's a joke. You're not enforcing the law and setting the example. You want to be above the law, and you're making up laws. That's what we got going down. So share your thoughts, people. And this is a bogus charge. Trust me, I can relate to the fullest. And that's what we see, a bogus charge going on in the making.
the following: engaging in fighting, violent, tumultuous, or threatening behavior, making unreasonable noise, refusing a lawful order to leave an emergency scene, or creating a hazardous or physically offensive condition with no legitimate purpose. Most importantly, the statute specifies that these acts must occur in a public place, but the evidence demonstrates that John was on his own private property at the time of the incident. Property clearly marked by a survey line that Sergeant Snyder had to step under, thereby intentionally trespassing onto John's land. The officer's actions appear designed to intentionally intimidate and provoke John into a confrontation.
Keep screaming, you're going
Get off! I'm not in public.
Yes, you're out in public. Put your hands back.
I'm in private.
But when John didn't take the bait, the officer still effectively transformed a peaceful situation into a manufactured disorderly encounter. If anything, it was Sergeant Schneider who intentionally disturbed the peace by abusing his authority, criminally trespassing onto John's property, and unlawfully arresting him. And because the underlying arrest was unlawful, the accompanying resisting arrest charge is invalid as a matter of law. In the police report, Schneider wrote that John was walking fine before being arrested, and after being handcuffed, John claimed he couldn't walk, went limp, and laid down in a ditch before refusing to get up. but the report omits key context, namely the uneven terrain, the physical pulling and pushing by Snyder.
So we see that the officer lied in his report, saying that, oh, he was just fine, he didn't show no signs of disability, but you don't know that if you don't know a person's medical record. If you don't know their medical history, their medical record, you know that you ain't no doctor, you're not the nurse, that's not your job. And when the man said he was hurt, technically, you should have called the ambulance out on the scene, but it's violation all across the board because you had no place and no business putting your hands on him or arresting him, period. All right, that part. So y'all share your thoughts, and we're gonna continue to talk about it.
And the resulting injuries. Medical records confirm that John was transported to the emergency room, where he was diagnosed with a dislocated hip, a detail conspicuously absent from the officer's narrative. Not surprisingly, a use of force report was also absent, and the police report mentions nothing of Sergeant Snyder putting a taser to a disabled man's chest.
So he lied. It never even showed that he slammed the man to the ground. That's physical or excessive force. The ambulance wasn't called until they booked him in jail. So they already got him down there and booked him. Plus, you lied about, like the narrator said, pulling out the taser. So he's just, hey, he covering up. You got to cover up. You never called no backup, none of that. But that's why we have body cams. That's why we have body cams, for evidence, for proof. So let's continue to fact check. That's what we do here at School for Justice.
For not being able to stand with his hands tied behind his back.
I told you.
I'm disabled. I have
Take
two
that
bad
right
hips.
heel.
I just had spine injections.
But before he was transported to the hospital,
Oh my God, you're gonna hurt you. Oh my God. Please just grab my neck and pull me. Just you handle me. Thank you. This guy, get him away from me, please. Please.
Watch your noggin, man.
he was taken to jail.
You just beat the shit out of me for parking, for trailer parking.
Here's what I want to do. Okay, I want to check your body.
You'll remember
Go out
this the
there,
rest of
screw
your
him
life.
first.
This guy is nuts. I'd like to be taken away from you.
You're my prisoner. You're not going nowhere.
I'm Commonwealth, yes, please.
So go out there.
I'm Commonwealth
And I drive in. I
possession,
said, hey,
not this tired.
said,
Thank you for not being.
are you the owner of this property or what? Or that property?
Is there any cameras
I don't
out
talk
here?
to the police.
No. Is your body camera on?
Okay. So I drive
Lieutenant
around
Manager Felter?
and I call up the actual complaint. She goes, you see those trucks right there? There's a big truck, big trailer. And I'm like, I said, yeah.
Can
She
you get a
said,
finger in the
you see
cuffs?
a RV? I said, yeah, which is
For a
top of the
parking
hill.
violation.
Well, they're down on
Everything
the
was on
property.
camera too.
So I went down and said, hey, listen. The owner-
I'm telling you, this guy's
He
badge
walks
is
off.
done. No crimes
Okay, so the other guy goes to
No
talk to me.
victim.
I said, listen,
Trespass.
the owner that you parked on the property up there, the HOA,
Trespass. I asked
they're
him
going
to
to,
get
they
off
were
the
told to
property.
tow you.
So y'all, now he done made up a whole nother story. That ain't even where it went down. But anyway, you don't owe an answer. That's what the report is for. You put it in writing. That's how that goes. And your superior that you lied and said you don't have, because you're not a supervisor. And if you are, you still have a superior. Then you place it on file. That's the protocol. You know the protocol. That's rookie 101, right? That's rookie 101 that we learned. So he's just trying to justify and make excuses for his actions. So let's continue to fact check. Y'all share your thoughts. Share your thoughts. I appreciate your activity.
At your expense.
You think
because you're on that
grabbed me,
property.
never told me I was under arrest.
He tells the other guy to
Starts
stop.
dragging me to the
So
I told him I
walked
just
over
had
on
my
the
hip
property.
replaced. I'm
Okay, he
getting
says
my
he's
left
got
hip
hearing aids, can't
replaced
hear.
soon.
I go over there and talk to him.
Degenerative back
It
disease.
gets louder.
I just had
And he kind of just
injections.
steps up on
And
me.
he yanks me
You
and
need to
throws
calm
me on the
down.
ground.
You're out in public. I'm on private property. Get off my property.
I
He was
don't
getting ready
have
to try to
to
force me off his property.
You called me.
I was like,
Good
calm down.
citizen.
Calm down.
I'm gonna take his blood pressure.
After that, I said, you're under arrest. Them people up top said, no. DC.
Then he throws
Hooked
me
him
to
up.
the ground.
Then
and I'm
after
trying
I
to calmly
handcuffed him,
explain to him that
he
I'm
throws
very
the phone,
limited on the
And then he
movements
falls
can
down.
take.
I can't.
He
I got
put
a
a
hip
taser to my
replacement.
heart.
But yet he was
He
walking
told me-
all over there.
Told
Not
him
a
to
problem.
f- over, and I'm
So-
telling him I can't.
He's there. So and then he
Am
wants
I
to
in
fall down.
public or private?
Don't hurt. Get up.
This is public.
I can't get up.
Okay.
So,
And I'm under arrest, correct?
yes, you're under arrest. You've been told that several times.
I'm just confirming for what law did I break? Could you read me the ordinance?
I don't have to.
I'm
You're under
just
arrest
begging you
for
to.
disorderly conduct, and that's it. That's where the conversation's going to stop. You get
Okay.
medical treatment, then you're
Who
going
was
to go
the
to jail.
victim?
Our conversation's over. You let them check
Because
you
you know
out.
you're fucking Iron Schneider.
John was then taken to the hospital, where they charged him with disorderly conduct 2 more.
And he's going to jail on the bogus charge. The bogus charge is something you make up. You made up. That's it and that's all. There's no logical explanation at all for this. When you could explain to them, hey, you all have to put in legal documents. If somebody's complaining that your property is on their property or your possessions, your vehicles, is that you don't just go out there and tow the vehicles and beat somebody down and lock them up and take matters into your own hands. There's procedures you go through, and you advise them of that procedure. You allow them to file a police report if they choose to, and you take your ass home. You're out of it because it's a civil matter. This is not criminal. So technically, you have no rights to get your hands involved in it. People know their rights. We know these things, and we know that you violated to the fullest.
Times for using vulgarities in the emergency room, with the door shut, though he shouldn't have even been there in the first place.
You're savage. Ah, you fucking hurt me for nothing, bro. Why do you think I'm still here? You think I'm kidding? You think those x-rays came out good? Huh? They're fucking in there ordering an MRI, you piece of shit. I told you the whole time. The entire time you're hurting me. Quit it. My hands are behind my back. I'm doing everything I physically can that you're telling me to. And you made me do things that were out of my control, that are I cannot humanly possible with my disability. But no, you look at, he ain't disabled. No, I'm gonna f him up. How'd that work for you, Flapjack? Probably don't have, let me see your hand. Do you have a callus? You ever worked a day in your life? Look at my hand. Paper cut, you're just talking to.
So now they got the man handcuffed to the hospital bed, and the police is sitting there stalking him, monitoring him the whole time while he's getting medical assistance. When it's done been proven by the nurses and the hospital medically that this man is disabled, and you broke his hip. You did that by slamming him to the ground. He has a disability. And so now you want to still hound and harass him while he's getting medical care. Y'all, this is, it's off the chain. It's ridiculous. The abuse of power, the ego trip, right? That's why I continue to stress divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. That's where we're at. Because this is a power trip. I keep telling you people, I'm going to say it till the cows come home. Share your thoughts.
Days later, John went to the sheriff's office to file a complaint. But before he could finish with the deputy taking down John's statement, Schneider appears. John begins recording immediately.
Leave.
Okay. Am I being trespassed?
You're being told to leave the sheriff's department. You can call the sheriff's or the state police for anything that you need.
Okay.
Would you leave now?
I will.
So,
Under threat of arrest, right? Correct? I will be arrested if I don't leave.
You're leaving now. Go out that door right there.
All right.
Thank you and have a great
Where's
day.
public property?
Anything that you need from this point forward, get a hold of state police.
I need to file a complaint against you. Wow. Okay, you guys seen that. That was pretty awesome.
And that's why you got put out. So they wouldn't even, he's not allowed to even go speak to his superior that he originally requested and asked for on the scene, to go to his superior, his supervisor, file the complaint. That is what we know, the chain of command. then internal affairs to that county. And so he was put out or threatened to be locked up again. This is how corrupt they are, people. This is how corrupt they are.
Conversation with Whippleford. A lot of it on body camera, a lot of it off because we were having a very gentleman conversation. Sergeant Schneider just came out and trespassed me while doing public business at a police station. This is incredible, guys. Absolutely incredible. Probably should just leave because I don't want to get arrested.
Since the encounter, it's rumored that Sergeant Schneider has been relieved of his duties, but we have not been able to verify the claim. The last picture of Schneider on the agency's Facebook page is dated June 24th of this year. The first prosecutor in John's case offered him a deal that all charges would be dropped if he had no other charges over the following 6 months. John refused the deal, and a new prosecutor was assigned who offered the same deal. Since refusing the second offer, John has court in the coming weeks. There is a lot more to this case that we will continue to dig into, and updates will...
All right, people. So it's like this, folks. When they have no reason to lock you up, we know they make up stuff. They make up charges to violate. When they violate your rights, they make up charges. They make up stuff. Time and time and time again. Right? So, folks, something definitely has to be done about it. And until next time, I'm your host, School for Justice, here where we live, love, laugh, and will always speak truth to the power and conquer police brutality. Much, much love. Shout out to my supporters. And until next time, folks, peace.